everyone, welcome to Woo Woo. This week's guest was really fascinating. It's Nadia Quinn talking about human design, something Irene and I knew pretty much nothing about. But anyway, it's kind of this fascinating system that we got really into. Hopefully you'll like getting into it too. I just wanted to say, if you're listening to this in real time, that Nadia has a workshop coming up. If you get into this episode, her workshop is on Thursday, March 19th from 8 to 10. And it's happening in New York City, although you can live stream it too. So check out the website she mentions for more information. Go to the events section of her website that we bring up. And, I'll just say it now. It's howtobeyourselfhd.com. Check out the events section if you want to join for more human design. But right now, here we are for this episode of Woo Woo. Welcome to Woo Woo with Rachel Dratch, the podcast that explores the unexplained with humor and curiosity. Welcome to Woo Woo with Rachel Dratch. Here with my dear pal, Irene Bremis. Hi, Irene.
Hi, sweetie.
Irene, this is Woo Woo After Dark.
Ooh.
Because usually we record during the day. But due to scheduling, we're recording at night. I wonder how this is going to be, if it's going to be different in vibes. We're going to sound like Delilah. That
Delilah
DJ.
with our soft
Remember?
voices,
yes,
sweetie.
We're going to be like, welcome to Woo Woo with Rachel. Anyway, we're excited. We have a guest who actually is in a woo-woo field, although she's also an actor and writer. But she's going to tell us all about a branch of woo-woo that we've touched on before once, but now we're going to learn all about it. Please welcome Nadia Quinn to the show. Hi, Nadia.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Nadia, we're really excited because we love having, guests who happen to have stories. We haven't had a woo-woo expert in a while, so this is good for us. We need a boost of woo-woo, and you're just the woman to do it.
Oh, I'm truly honored.
Thank you.
To be the burst of woo.
So just a little bit of background of how I connected with you was through our good friend, Jeff Hiller, who did one of our fave episodes of Woo Woo.
Yes.
And if you haven't listened to the Jeff Hiller episode, go back and listen to it because it's so fun. And he's such a funny guy.
Delight.
The best.
But one thing that he touched upon was this thing called human design. And we said, where did you learn about it? And he said, from my friend Nadia. Well, there I am several months later at the opening party to a Broadway show because that's where I scoop up all my guests, rubbing shoulders with the hoi polloi. But anyway, I saw Nadia and then we were like, you should come on the show and tell us about human design from the horse's mouth because Jeff was telling us, well, I guess he's learned a lot from you, but just quick question though, how did you meet Jeff Hiller? Just through the acting world?
Yeah, so Jeff and I actually played husband and wife in a Febreze commercial.
I love it.
Yeah. It was like, Febreze, you plug it into the wall, like something like that. And at the time he was doing, honest to God, we had wedding rings. We had golden marital wedding rings.
Oh, and that's how you guys met.
That's how we met. And he was doing
that's hilarious.
Bloody Andrew Jackson at the Public at the time. And then I got cast in Bloody Andrew Jackson when it transferred to Broadway. So then we ended up doing that show together on Broadway. And that's how we became close.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I saw it when it was at the Public and then I didn't see the Broadway. Otherwise I would say you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I saw it in its earlier rendition.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's awesome. So then you've done all sorts of other acting gigs. What are some of your most favorite
Well, I did.
things?
I played the streetwalker in West Side Story with Steven Spielberg. And so I'm in the Officer Krupke scene and I talk like this. And I was like in jail in the middle of the night with Steven Spielberg. And that was a career highlight. That was really fun.
Wow.
But yeah, I've had
That's huge.
little parts on all your favorite TV shows. Succession, Blackish.
Oh, wow.
What's the one? This Is Us. Kimmy Schmidt.
Did you start out, are you based New York or LA? And
So I'm based in New
Where are
York.
you from too?
I grew up moving around sort of every year until middle school and high school and college were in Wisconsin. And I went to school for theater, moved to New York right after, absolutely desperate to be on Broadway. And then I did UCB. I've done improv, a lot of comedy. I started writing funny songs when I was high with my friends. And then people were like, you should perform these. So I had, a run of a comedy show at UCB for a long time doing my funny songs. And but what's funny is during the pandemic is when I really dug into human design. And Jeff and I were talking on Marco Polo, you know, that app where you like send video messages?
Yes.
And he said, you know, you should start making TikToks about human design. And so I did. And that really blew up. I have a bunch of followers on TikTok from human design. And I get recognized, stopped on the street for my human design TikToks more than anyone's ever recognized me for enacting anything in my life. So there you have
It's
it.
so funny. I love when like the thing that you weren't even like planning, then that becomes
I know.
The thing.
You know, that becomes the thing.
Yeah, that
silly.
becomes the thing. Amazing.
So tell us, well, first of all, we did not know what human design. I'd never even heard of it till Jeff mentioned it. And then I did do my little, like, I looked up what I was, but I really didn't delve into it because I was like, between astrology and I don't know, what else is there, Irene? I was like,
Well, there's
I don't have
astrology, there's
time
the
to
year
take-
of the horse. We don't
I
have
was like,
time.
I don't have time to take on another system. But now I have the time.
Chinese astrology.
I have time and I'm open to learn. So tell us how you first stumbled into this witchcraft and then like how your journey with it and all that.
Okay, well, I come from a woo family on both sides.
You do?
I do, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
So my dad
Okay.
grew up in Jordan.
Tell us about that.
He's Middle Eastern, and his mother was like the one everyone would come to, my grandmother, to read the coffee in the cup. And they do
Ooh, yes.
the pendulum, and they do. So I grew up very familiar with the woo-y practices. And then my mom's mom was a Catholic nun from 16 to 25, dropped out of the convent because it was shady, and then got into, through a series of life events, Eastern philosophy, became a hypnotherapist and an astrologist and a Reiki master. And my mom is also a Reiki master. And my grandma used to read Shusta cards, which is the one thing I've never gotten into. I have this Shusta deck. So sometime if you gals want to get together and explore the Shusta.
What
I
is
don't even know what that
Shusta?
is.
It's
We've
Please
never heard of it.
explain,
It's a deck
sweetie.
of cards with colors and symbols. And I honestly don't know. I don't know about it, but it's apparently like another oracle. So I've just always been very into this stuff.
The older I get, the more I find myself wanting to be more intentional about the way I live, eat, and take care of my body. And that's why I'm here to talk about Mosh bars. Mosh, which you may have heard about on Oprah's Favorite Things, was founded by Maria Shriver and her son, Patrick Schwarzenegger, with a simple mission to create a conversation about brain health through food, education, and research. Mosh joined forces with the world's top scientists and functional nutritionists to go beyond your average protein bar. Each Mosh bar is made with ingredients that support brain health like ashwagandha, lion's mane, collagen, and omega-3s, plus a game-changing, brain-boosting ingredient you won't find in any other bar. Mosh bars also actually taste great and come in 9 mouthwatering flavors, including 3 new plant-based flavors: chocolate chip cookie, hazelnut chocolate chip, and peanut chocolate chip. But here's the best part to make you feel good. Mosh donates a portion of all proceeds from your order to fund gender-based brain health research through the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. Why gender-based? Well, 2/3 of all Alzheimer's patients are women. And Mosh is working closely to close the gap between women and men's health research. I like to take Mosh bars along with me when I'm going to be on the go all day. You know, busy working actor. Gotta pack some Mosh bars. Anyway, I know I can get a protein snack that's also good for my brain. My favorite is the chocolate brownie, but I always go for the chocolate. So if you want to find ways to give back to others and fuel your body and your brain, Mosh bars are the perfect choice for you. Head to moshlife.com/woo to save 20% off plus free shipping on the Bestsellers Trial Pack or the new Plant-Based Trial Pack. That's 20% off plus free shipping on either the Bestsellers Trial Pack or the Plant-Based Trial Pack at moshlife.com/woo. Thank you, Mosh, for sponsoring this episode. Pause before we go human design because we've never talked about reading coffee or whatever this Shusta thing is. So we'd love to hear a little bit. I love that you were like from a lineage on both sides of woo-woo ancestors. So if you don't mind talking a little bit about reading coffee and what's the origin of these Shusta cards.
You know, I wish I knew more about the Shusta. All I know is that my grandmother used
never
to
heard
be
of
able
it.
to consult them for answers in the same way you would tarot, but I've tried to get into it before and it seems complicated. So
Okay.
I have the deck. I noticed it today when I went in my drawer. Yeah, maybe this will help me dive in more. And the coffee thing.
All right.
You know the Turkish coffee you drink in the tiny cups
Yeah.
that has cardamom?
Yeah.
After you finish drinking it, there's like a sediment in the bottom and you flip it over in your saucer. And then apparently, I mean, I don't read the coffee, but my grandmother could tell your future from the coffee. And she was known for this. Yeah.
Well, I'm Greek, and we did the same thing. My mother used to read it. My grandmother used to read it, the saucer, and you can literally see pictures in there. They look at the pictures, and they kind of like tell you what they see for your future. Same thing.
And Nadia, do you remember ever as a kid, like witnessing the readings, or like, do you remember a certain
Yes.
fortune
All
being
the time.
told or whatever?
I don't remember anything specific, but I was around it a lot. And then also the pendulum was a huge part of. The aunties would be like, no, Habibti, let me tell you, get the pendulum and let me tell you what is happening now. Okay. So, oh yeah, it's never, it's
Sound like
a girl
Irene.
for sure. It's a girl, you know. Yeah, they can tell this.
This is Irene after several marks. No, Irene introduced me to the world of the pendulum, and we do a pendulum reading at the end of the show. I don't know if you
Very
saw that,
exciting, yes.
but, yes. Okay. So you have that. You come by your woo woo honestly through your parents and grandparents.
right.
Okay. So then
So I've always just been into it, you know?
Yeah.
And so a
Okay.
friend of mine heard about human design through Lacey Phillips. Do you know the To Be Magnetic program? It's really great. It's like a series of
I'm learning so much.
deep imaginings and meditations that reprogram your brain. I've used it to undo all of my, you know, all the things that
Trauma.
you're conditioned with from childhood and growing up. And it helps you reprogram your brain and detach from outcomes and undo money stories and all these things. So she was listening to the To Be Magnetic podcast, and Lacey mentioned human design, and she looked it up, and literally she called me and said, I need your birth time. I just learned about this thing called human design. It's really complicated. You need to learn about it and teach us all about it. And I did, like, not because she told me, but because I had to. So the foundation of human design is it's basically a map of your aura, like a chart of your energy self, in the way, you know, your skeleton is your bones, your human design chart is your aura. And just to say for anyone listening, if you don't have your chart, I have a website called howtobeyourselfhd.com, and you can pull your free chart up there to follow along. And I have both Rachel and Irene's charts in front of me. So you have this chart that is a map of your aura. And it looks like a circuit board, right? You have all these different shapes and all these lines. When I first started learning about human design, it was really hard to find information about it. I got a reading from someone. I bought this book. There were a few blogs, but it wasn't as mainstream. It's not mainstream yet, but there are many more mainstream resources now where you can learn about it. But so are you guys looking at your charts?
Oh, no,
we can
let's
get
pull
them.
it up.
We can get them going.
Yeah, let's do this. Wow, so excited.
That's how I learned about it.
Okay.
And I went down the rabbit hole obsessively.
Oh my
Because
gosh, I love it.
I've always
now
been
I
into
see my
all these
chart.
systems, you know, like enneagrams and astrology and all these things.
Yes.
And none of them spoke to me the way this did. It made me feel an immediate sense of relief, like, okay, so I can stop trying to be all these other things that the world told me is a better way to be. And it identified all the things I already knew about myself and said, no, this is how you are. This is how you're designed to operate. It gives you a user manual for yourself, basically. That's what human design is. It gives you a blueprint of your energy system and says, this is how you are designed to operate. This is where you pick up other people's energy. This is your internal built-in consistent energy. This is how you need to be to have a life of greatest ease.
I love it. It's like your human design. I love it. And this is the energy that you attract, and this is who you are. This is who you are. The essence of who you are. I love it. I love it.
Now, can we ask before we go to our charts, like, who came up with this? Like, how, I mean, because I know there's the enneagram, and I have no idea who came up with that either, by the way. But like, is this a new thing that someone sort of
The story
just like
is
channeled from on high, almost? You know, like
So it's a combination of a few systems. It's astrology, the I Ching, which I don't know if you've delved into that on this podcast.
haven't.
Oh,
no.
whole other session. It's the oldest oracle
God.
known from ancient China 5,000 years ago. And it's a series of 64 hexagrams, which are 6-line little stacks made of solid and broken yin-yang lines that connect to the elements and mean things. So it's astrology, the I Ching, the tree of life from the Kabbalah, and the chakra system. And those 4 systems combined. So the story of this is actually, this is the only place I would lead with this story on the Woo Woo podcast because it's very woo.
It's woo woo. Okay, we're open to it.
In 1987, this guy named Robert Krakauer, who was an advertising executive in Canada, he's like, I got to quit the mainstream life and search for purpose. So he quits his job, sells all his possessions, starts traveling the world, ends up in Ibiza in 1987. I'm assuming there were a lot of drugs involved. He gets back to the cabin he's staying in, and apparently the house is like lit up. The dog is in a trance, and he goes into a trance. The dog being in a trance is like kind of an important part of this. For
I love that. I love that the dog is in a trance. Okay.
And he channels the system. He said a voice spoke to him, and he channeled the system.
I love this kind of stuff.
Me too.
And I'm like fully on board. Like that someone gets just information delivered from like the higher consciousness. I'm like, sign me up for this story.
It's complicated.
Sign me up. And the dog is even entranced.
The dog's a
The
part of
dog
it.
got the message
yes.
too. Okay, so he gets this sort of holy wisdom,
Yeah.
I'm going to call it, but I'm just throwing the word holy on there. Okay, so then what does he do? He spreads the word?
I guess he brings it back and documents the system. To be honest, there's a bit of, not controversy, but as with all things that people get involved in and start worshiping, within the like official human design community, there is a bit of, is dogma the right word for that? Like people, they're like obsessive and religious about it. And some people say that it's a cult. But that is the people who are devout to Ra's original. Oh, so he changed his name from Robert Krakauer to Ra Uruhu.
Of course he did.
Yes, every cult leader should, sweetie.
Wait a minute. You know what's funny? Jeff told us that. But Jeff thought his real name was Alan, which I found hilarious because that's the guy that's changing his name to Ra Uruhu. But it's actually, was it Robert
Krakauer.
or Richard? But now he's Ra Uruhu.
Now he's dead,
of
unfortunately.
Natch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
Yes,
Okay.
well, was.
Okay.
Was.
But yes.
All right. So he became Ra Uruhu. Okay. And then what happened? I'm loving this story, by the way.
I mean,
Yeah, me too.
This is some woo we sorely need, Irene.
yeah.
This is what we
We've
need.
been craving the woo. Okay, go ahead.
We just want to be taken out and drawn in, sweetie. You're doing it.
We are well into 2026, and if you're still paying rent without Built, it's time for a change. Built is the loyalty program for renters that rewards you for your biggest monthly expense, rent. With Built, every rent payment earns you points that can be used toward flights, hotels, Lyft rides, Amazon.com purchases, and so much more. And here's something to get really excited about. Now, Built members can earn points on mortgage payments for the first time. That means you can get rewarded wherever you live and unlock exclusive benefits from more than 45,000 restaurants, fitness studios, pharmacies, and other neighborhood partners. Personally, I'd redeem my points for the Built Travel Portal because I love using points toward flights and hotels. But I don't know, it's a toss-up between that and neighborhood restaurants and staying right at home. Either way, it's simple. Paying rent is better with Built. And now, owning a home can be better with Built too. Earn rewards and get something back wherever you live. Join the loyalty program for renters at joinbuilt.com/woo. That's JOINBILT.com/woo. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you. Okay, so continue.
So then he creates the system. There's this algorithm, and it's basically based on the time you were born in combination with 88 days before you were born, which is apparently when your soul drops into your body. So half of it is this subconscious design energy from 88 days before you were born. And half of it is this personality energy that is formed the minute you're born.
Ooh, I have a question. I'm sorry. The 88, eights are very powerful numbers.
Yes.
Is there some significance? It means, what is it? It's infinity, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, honestly. This is just...
okay.
What's interesting is I absorbed what I liked from many different human design sources. And a lot of the content you'll find if you go diving into the internet is like a little, I'm so woo and it's a little too woo for me. I'm like, this isn't even useful. There's this whole thing in human design about how in the year 2027, these rainbow people are coming, the raves they're called, and we're moving into like a new species of people. I just like, I'm like, okay, if that happens, we'll see when it happens. I'm not like, you know, focusing on that part, because the part about it that I think is so helpful is that it's actually like, even though the foundation of it is so wooey, the practical application of it is like, oh, here's your skeleton. This is your bones. This is how your eyes work. Like it feels almost scientific in a way. And that is how, you know, I have found my way into it. And that is also why I think a lot of people respond to the way I talk and teach about it, because it's just like very practical.
Yeah.
And it's present. You're in the present instead of like looking into the future, like you said. Right. Exactly.
Okay. So we'll stop asking about the history of it and let you go to what it is.
Okay.
Or how you first, whatever. You can take the lead.
So it's a map of your aura, map of your energy system. And the foundation is on this idea that each of us, we have these 9 chakras inside of our body, these little energy centers. Your chakras are either built-in motors that are constant sources of internal power. That's if they're colored in the chart. Or if they're open in the chart, that's where you take in energy from outside of you and feel other people's energy. Ooh. So I'm looking at Rachel's chart compared to Irene's chart. And the first thing we notice, and if you're, you know, following along, looking at your chart, Rachel, you have 7 of the 9 centers open. So without even going into the specifics, this means that you walking through the world are susceptible to the energy of other people and your environment, hugely empathic. You feel other people's stuff and your environment. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm completely responding to this. I'm flapping my hands with wonderment like a bird.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes,
that is so true. I'm going to, oh wow.
And Irene,
that's so true.
You're a little bit less so that way. You have more defined. So you have more constant internal sources. And then each of these shapes represents something different. So I'll go through them one at a time and give you guys like a little mini reading for yourselves as individuals. And then, you know, pipe in when you. So the foundation of human design is that there's these 5 different energy types. And the main objective is, if you are just yourself, the way you were designed to be, only, and if everyone is themselves only, they all kind of work together like puzzle pieces, like the Care Bear stare, when all the Care Bears were just like themselves, and then their bellies beamed out light, and then they solved crimes or whatever. I don't remember what they did. I'm not sure if crime was a part of it, but
it's after our time, but I'm just going with it. Oh. Yes, I can picture it.
Power Ranger, you know, like where if everyone does their own thing, we all benefit.
Yes.
And so the 5 types in human design are manifestors, generators, manifesting generators, projectors, and reflectors. Manifestors are here to initiate things by speaking them out loud. They make things happen. Now, just because we know people in common, Amy Poehler, manifester, pure manifester.
Manifester.
Generators are here, and we are all 3 generators. You 2 are manifesting generators, which is a hybrid of a manifester and a generator. The purpose of a generator is to, when we do what we love, our bodies become big magnetic force fields, and our energy is infectious, and people and opportunities and things are drawn to us effortlessly. All we have to do is what we love. When you're doing what you love, you have all this energy and people are drawn to you.
I'm pointing to Irene because I would definitely say that about Irene. Like I'm feeling an emotion because
Irene, but I would definitely,
you draw people to you with your positivity. You have this like vibration that is very positive and you draw people in. Anyway, that resonates with me about Irene. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
so then,
I don't know if that's what you were saying.
It is. It's exactly right. It's like your body sort of tells you when you're on the right track because you're energized and excited. And when you're doing what's wrong for you, you're burnt out and depleted. That's sort of the thing with human design in general. When our bodies feel bad, something's off. And this chart is giving you like really specific info about what is right, what is wrong for you. So
I'm loving this body connection. Go
yeah,
ahead. Though,
exactly.
sorry.
So you are both manifesting generators, which is a hybrid of the manifestors who are here to make things happen by initiating, and the generator who is here to spread energy, energize people, do what we love. You're that hybrid type.
Ooh.
Projectors, this is what Jeff Hiller is, they don't have unlimited energy in their bodies. So their gift is the way they see the world. They observe things, they notice things about other people, they sit back, they observe. And so often we're fighting against our type, right? Like projectors who are not here to initiate.
Right.
They're not here to provide energy. Grow up in a society that's like, you need to go out and tell people what you want. You need to hustle harder and work hard. And that does not work for projectors.
Oh my gosh, Nadia, no, Nadi is your new name. Let me tell you something. I love that you're saying this right now. It's like, it takes a lot of pressure off your shoulders.
Yes.
Like, it's nice to know that, you know, when you try to put yourself in that role, right, then you're not going to achieve what you were meant to do.
That's right.
Because it's not your path.
Right. You're like operating yourself
I like that.
not the way you were designed. Like if you're a vacuum and you're trying to like make a smoothie with the vacuum, it won't work.
Yeah.
Vacuums are for vacuuming.
91% of dog parents say their pup is an important member of the family. Of course, I am one of the 91%. That's true because, of course, Ruffles is an important member of our family. My phone is loaded with photos of her. I think my favorite Ruffles pose is lying on her back with arms straight up in the air while sleeping. I don't know how she does it. I'm a little obsessed with that pose. Well, if anyone gets being dog obsessed, it's Ollie. They're relentless about delivering the best food and experience for you and your dog. And they give you a way to check in on their health over and over and over again. If you've been listening for any amount of time, you know that an animal communicator told me Ruffles would like to register that she would prefer fresh food. And that is when I found Ollie. It's true. Ollie's fresh recipes are developed by real chefs and backed by vet nutritionists. They're obsessed with making the best meals with the highest quality ingredients. And from the moment you start your subscription, everything is tailored to your dog. The meals are perfectly portioned, and you get a pup-tainer and scoop for easy storing and serving. With Ollie, you don't just get food, though. Through their app, you can actually check in on your dog's health with real vets. Yeah, just by uploading a picture, their team can check in on your dog's weight, digestion, teeth, and coat, because they're obsessed too with making sure your pup is as healthy as can be. And as I said, Ruffles loves Ollie. She scarfs it down without complaint. And I'm sure an animal communicator would tell me she loves it. But I can tell just by looking. So get ready for both you and your pup to be obsessed. Head to ollie.com/woo. Tell them all about your dog and use code WOO to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer an obsession guarantee. If you're not completely obsessed, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/woo and enter code WOO to get 60% off your first box. I have a question about the manifesting versus manifesting generator. Like a manifesting generator, you can still be like producing and creating things, but it sounds like this is what I'm interpreting. I might be wrong. The generating part is more like day to day, like interactions with people. Is that sort of?
Yeah.
No,
What is that?
Okay.
I don't want to put words in your
So
mouth.
the generator is really just
get the
connected to
difference.
the sacral center, which is an energy source in your body.
Okay.
Anyone who is a generator has a battery pack inside their body, and your goal is to use it. That battery pack is energized when you are doing what you love, and it responds to things, and you feel it because you go, oh, yes. Like your body is literally energized.
Can I just say this thing? When I'm doing what I don't love, I die.
That's right.
A slow death.
That's correct.
It's like the battery it drains immediately.
Exactly. And so if you take one thing away from this, if you are a generator, when your body is drained, it's telling you you're not supposed to be doing this thing.
Ooh.
And when you are
I like
energized,
this.
your body's saying, keep doing that. That's what's right for you. And we so often talk ourselves out of it because of our conditioning. And because, we are brought up in these societies that tell us to be a certain way. And to answer, Rachel, what you said before, the manifestor part is really completely about initiating. I am not a manifesting generator, so I must never initiate.
What are you? I'm curious.
I'm a generator, a pure generator.
Oh, pure generator.
And you are both hybrid manifestor generators. So you have an unlimited battery pack in your bodies when you're doing what you love. And you can initiate things. And when you initiate things, they happen. When I initiate things, it doesn't go well. I have to just wait and respond to the things that excite me and go, oh, I want to do that. That sounds fun. As opposed to like, okay, so I really need to make XYZ happen. So I need to start sending out emails and trying to get people's attention. That doesn't work for me. Whereas either of you could be like, oh yeah, let me reach out to this person, and they'll respond favorably to that. And Amy, because she's the manifestor we all know here, she does not have the unlimited battery pack in her body. She's a pure manifestor. So she is not here to provide energy. She is here to make things happen by saying them out loud exclusively. She gets energized by other people, and then she needs to go be alone and clear out all their energy and rest. Whereas generators, we could work for 48 hours straight and not get tired if we're doing what we love. We'll forget we're tired because we have an internal unlimited source of energy.
Right.
Wow.
If we're doing what we love, sorry.
Yes, that's the key. When you're doing what, and you're going to know because your body's energized. And then the projector, they also don't have the battery pack in their body because they are meant to sit back and wait to be seen and invited. And what's so funny is right when I learned about human design, I told Jeff that right away. I said, you're a projector and you're not supposed to initiate. You don't have a battery pack in your body. You need to wait to be seen and invited. And he was like, Nadia, last week, I swear to you, I said to my friend, I don't want to be hustling so hard. I just want people to see me and invite me because it's who he is. That's what he's designed to do.
And he said that on the show, and then soon after he got his Somebody Somewhere show, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe
he was seen and invited.
Crunch time in for that. Wow. Okay. And then what are the? Oh, do you want to do our thing, or do you want to tell us the other types?
The only
first?
other type is reflector, and their entire chart is open. They're 1% of the population. Jeff's dad is a reflector, interestingly enough.
Oh. And he said Obama was.
No, Obama is a projector like Jeff.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. So who else is a reflector?
Sandra Bullock is the only celebrity reflector that I know.
Wow.
And their charts are so open, so they're just reflecting everyone's energy. They're like a barometer for everyone around them. If they are cranky, it's because everyone around them sucks and is being a jerk.
How is that different from
projector?
Well, in my chart. Well, no, in my chart, you said everything's open.
So when you're looking at anyone's chart, you want to take note of two things. The colored in centers are your constant sources of energy. So Rachel, for your chart, you have two colored in centers, the sacral, which is that battery pack we've been talking about, and your throat, which is your voice. So the two parts of you, that are unchanging, are your life force energy and your voice. These are your internal consistent powers. And you have a pathway of energy that travels directly from your sacral to your voice. That's that channel, that red line that connects them, which means when you are alone, everything inside you is connected to everything else. You have unlimited energy when you're doing what you love, and the way you speak and communicate is an internal source of your power.
Yes.
Irene, your sacral is colored in. You have unlimited energy when you're doing what you love. Your voice is also lit up because that's what makes you a manifestor, your voice, the way you speak. That yellow diamond in the middle is your identity. You have and now this is a difference between you and Rachel. So Irene, and I'm this way too. Our sense of self is built in. Who we are is who we are. We've been who we are since we were kids. Rachel.
Yeah, I believe that.
Your identity is open. You are whoever you are right now, whoever you're around. You are mirroring and amplifying their energy. But we're so often told, well, you need to figure out who you are, and it's really important that you know who you are. But Rachel, I would tell you, based on your design, you really just need to release any pressure to ever figure out who you are, because who you are is your gift is that you are a shapeshifter. Whoever you're with, you make them feel very seen because you are mirroring their identity. Your greatest power is activated when you are not trying to figure out who you are, and you are just being open and whoever you are in this moment.
Okay.
Whereas Irene, you are who you are. You know who you are. You've been who you are. You know where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
watch your stand up, sweetie. It's all right there. Yeah,
but it's what makes the relationship so magical, because I really love Rachel, and the fact that you're saying she's so present, she's so like in every moment she can shape shift and be there and be present. So it really is a gift, you know. I will say this: I'm very happy that I'm not that 1%. What is it called?
The reflector.
The reflector, because I don't want to be in a shitty mood because the person next to me is in a crappy mood. And for Rachel, that's not what she was emphasizing with you. What you are, you're open, so you feel pain and you have empathy, right? Is that what you were implying about Rachel? Because that's how I feel about Rachel.
Yes.
She really feels, she has sympathy and empathy. She's an empath in many ways.
Yes, you feel other people's energy more profoundly than Irene, because Irene has 4 built-in centers and you only have 2. But your openness is a power when you're open. And so what your chart helps you identify is when you, Rachel, are feeling off, when you're feeling, oh God, I've been around people too much. Oh God, I'm feeling clogged up. You need to be alone, take a bath, do a meditation, and reset to being clear and open, because that is when you are operating at your highest.
Wow. Ooh. Okay. Now I have a question about the actual shapes. I see a little
what about
brown
the other?
diamond.
You have another filled in one too, Irene.
Yeah.
The 4th filled in.
Yes.
Triangle to the left.
So the triangle on the left next to the sacral is the spleen, which is intuition, survival instinct, bullshit detector. You, Irene, have built-in spidey sense. The hairs on the back of your neck give you a little zip of, I don't trust that person. Something's off about this situation. I don't like that guy. I don't want to leave yet. Rachel and I, our spleens are open. So we are designed to be fearless, but we absorb other people's stress and fear and anxiety in that open place. So your job with your open centers is to keep them open, because when they're open, that is when our intuition is activated. So Rachel, you'll feel other people's energy when you are operating in an open, fearless place. But if you're carrying around a lot of fear that you've picked up from other people, you're not going to be able to perceive that intuition because your spleen is full of gunk. Whereas Irene, you have a built-in antenna that's like, I don't trust that person. This person's the real deal.
And I thought it was paranoia from the Greek lineage, sweetie. Thank you for clarifying.
You know what I like about this? And I feel like I need like the full course, because this is just the intro. I like that it seems like it's not like anyone's chart is like there's something, you know, it's better to be this than that. It's just like, here are your powers. Here are your, I don't know, I'm not hearing you say weaknesses. So here's how you're built.
Yes.
And here's how to best operate under what your build is.
That's right. There's nothing better or worse. There's no chart that's like, oh, that's a good chart. Oh, this is a bad chart. It's just information that you can use. And so the other open centers that you both have, the 2 triangles at the top, the crown and the ajna, this is your mind. And both of you are this way. Let me see if you connect. Okay. So both of you are this way, which basically means you are both open-minded. But you are always absorbing everyone's way of thinking, everyone's ideas, everyone's thoughts. And what can happen if you're not clearing your mind out several times throughout the day is you've picked up a lot of mental energy and you start spinning and spiraling in your brain, and it doesn't feel good, and you're stuck up there. You're trying to figure things out with your head. And human design is like, wait. Your minds are open. You're not here to think about things. When you clear your head, you get ideas that drop down from the universe into your brain. And when you're listening to your intuition, never talk yourself out of an intuitive ping you get.
Ooh,
never.
That applies to your health journey, Irene.
That's
you
right.
have to trust
time.
it. And both
Big
of you
time.
stop thinking about things. Stop convincing yourself you should do X, Y, Z because your brain says it. Because neither of you are here to use your brain to make decisions. Every decision for you, Rachel, comes from your gut. Everyone. And Irene, same for you, but a combination of your gut and your intuition. And your gut is speaking to you by giving you energy. You're energized and excited. Or it goes, I don't want to do that. And that's your body saying, don't do it.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, this is mind-blowing emoji.
I wish we had this one on video, because I can't tell you how many times in this session that I've like my eyes have gone wide and I've been going like, yes, yes. There's so much that resonates.
I know. I wish people
There's
could
so
see
much
you
that
flapping like a
resonates.
little birdie
I
over
know.
there.
I'm flipping out over here.
I think we're flipping out because we know, like Rachel is very intuitive. I mean, her gut, her instincts. I'm always like, you're so intuitive. You're so intuitive. You're so psychic. And for me, you're right, Rachel. I was, it was the whole health journey, just listening to my gut. I don't always do it, but when I'm gonna start doing it more, but when I do it, it doesn't ever lead me astray. It leads me on the path that I'm supposed to be on.
And if you want to practice getting good at listening to your intuition, I recommend you start a little list in your phone or on paper where anytime you get an intuitive ping, no matter how big or small, like, oh, I think this person's going to cancel on me today. I just got a feeling. Write it down. Keep a list of every little intuition you get. Now, Irene, this is for you because your intuition is coming from inside your body. Then go back and look at it and you'll see, oh my gosh, I was right. I was right all those times. Now, Rachel, your intuitiveness is from your openness. So you are psychic, you are intuitive when you're not carrying around garbage you've picked up from everyone in the world. This is why it's so important for you to clear out everyone's energy every day. My husband's chart is as open as yours. He has 7 centers open. He, especially the identity one, felt so profound to him. Like he's having an identity crisis all the time. Got to figure out who I am. I don't know who I am. He started taking a bath and doing a 30-minute meditation every day. And he is a different human being because he's open. He clears out everyone's energy at the end of the day and he's ready to go. He's fine. So you have to get the way you clear your open centers is like, it's, every time I lay down on my yoga mat and stretch, that helps me reset. For me, it's taking a shower. For some people, they need to go for a run or go for a walk. Yeah, showering is perfect. I feel like it
Rachel
washes.
shower. Yeah.
I do long cry showers where I just cry it all out in the shower. Yeah. But you guys, I'm emotional. So you're both non-emotional. You absorb other people's emotions in your body and it feels bad. You're really empathic. And then you're like, I was around all these sad people and now I feel sad. I make big emotions in my body. And as soon as I feel them, they're over.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I
do
be
love that.
So upset. I'll be so annoyed about something and I'll vent about it for 5 minutes. And then the person I vented to will come back to me and be like, oh my gosh, how's that going? I've been thinking about you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, you were so upset. I'm like, when? About what? I've been so upset so many times in quick little bursts and then it's over.
Oh, wow.
But you guys feel other people's feelings. So I've been accused of being a cold-hearted snake because like I'm the oldest of 5 kids and my sisters would be like, you just, we feel all these feelings and they don't affect you. And I'm like, yeah, your feelings don't affect me. They do not affect me.
Wow.
Because I got my own beaming out. Yeah, but you both really feel them.
Right. But on the flip side too, then when we're around like good, positive buddies and vibes, like that really charges us, I would say.
Yeah.
Like that, the opposite of that is like, that's my drug of choice is like hanging with fun friends.
And that's what we have to do. We have to continue with that drug of choice, sweetie.
That's right.
We have to continue hanging out with positive people.
Positive peeps.
That's right. Positive peeps and pals. Yeah.
So if someone wanted to learn more about this and take a deeper dive, like what do they do? How do they connect more with human design?
So I would say make your chart. And then I do one-on-one readings. I'm also have my own podcast that we'll be launching this year. And we're going to break down human design little by little with cool guests, great conversations. And my book.
Okay, wait. Tell us about your book and your website.
So the book and the website and the podcast, everything is called How to Be Yourself, because that is what I think we all need to be doing. My website is How to Be Yourself HD for human design.
Okay. And that's up now, right?
It's up now. You can make your chart there for free. And when you make your chart, you put in your email address. And so then I'll be able to keep you updated when my podcast launches and when my book comes out and all that stuff.
With so many options for weight loss treatment plans, it can be hard to know what's the best choice, who to trust, what to know about side effects, and if something's even going to work. That's why Hers offers access to doctor-developed treatment plans that are personalized to you. Through hers, you're connected with the medical provider who determines if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment plan is personalized to support you in reaching your goals. Plus, you can access a range of treatment options like oral medication kits or GLP-1 injectables. Hers goes beyond medication by offering access to ongoing care, dosage, and medication adjustments, lifestyle and nutrition tips, and 24/7 support with no hidden costs or membership fees. And with options starting at just $69 a month with a 10-month plan when paid upfront in full, Hers provides access to options that fit your goals and your budget. $69 a month is a total bargain. So turn to Hers for comprehensive, personalized healthcare you can count on. From weight loss support to growing thicker hair, easing anxiety, to navigating menopause symptoms. Even accessing convenient lab testing, Hers has you covered for all of it. Feel like your best self again. Visit forhers.com/woo to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's FORHERS.com/woo. Forhers.com/woo. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded drug products are not approved or evaluated for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for full details, important safety information, and restrictions. Actual price depends on product and plan purchased.
There's two more little pieces of this chart that I'd love to tell you guys. Do we have time for that?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Are you kidding me?
We
Don't
have
leave
time.
out an-
I just wanted to make sure you got to talk about your launch and all that. But no, tell us about the rest of our charts then. Sorry.
So, and honestly, I could talk about this for 100 hours. When we talk about the sacral being lit up, nothing lights me up like teaching people about this, because I've had people come up to me months. I've read everyone I've ever encountered since I learned about human design. I have their chart in my phone. I have everybody's chart. I know everyone in my family. I know all my friends. I was like, in this weird situation in rural Missouri, everyone was on drugs and there was like a stripper there with a truck driver, read the stripper's human design. She cried. Life-changing moment for both of us. Like, I just, everyone, if I'm at a party and people are making small talk, I can't handle it. I'm like, do you know your birth time? Can I just tell you about yourself? So I really, truly love this so much.
I love that.
So there's a lot I could tell you, but I'm trying to give you like the first pass, and then we'll go out for drinks and dive in more deeply. But
Yeah. Oh, I have one question before we go into the rest of our charts. Now, is there like certain human designs that connect to other human designs a little bit better, than
like a so-and-so shouldn't be with the so-and-so?
Yes.
not quite the same way as astrology, where they're like, ooh, Virgos and Pisces have a great connection or whatever.
Yeah.
But these little lines that you see coming out of the centers, the colored in lines are called gates. So if you have one end of a gate and someone else has the other end of a gate, you connect and energize each other in those two adjacent centers. But we already know this because, you guys, it's when you meet someone and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so easy to be around you. It feels so good around you. Your charts are connecting. You feel it. And when you meet someone and you're like, something about their energy, they don't like them. That's your chart. You don't feel good. You can always return to, does it feel good? Does it feel easy? Then it's right.
Oh,
but we're kind of conditioned to struggle, You have to suffer. It has to be hard. You have to push through. You need to weigh the pros and cons and think about it. But for most people, less thinking is better. Your genius is activated when your minds are clear. And if you're clogged up with trash up here, there's no room for your genius to drop in.
Oh my God, I love it. You know what? It's just it's systemic conditioning. It's so crazy. Like, we're taught like you have to be nice, you have to get along with this person. You have to, on so many levels, multiple levels, different things that we're told that we have to do, and all you have to do is just be who you were meant
yourself.
to be.
It's the easiest thing. It should feel like a sense of relief. Like, oh, thank God, this is who I've wanted to be this whole time.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And, we're all conditioned by our families, by our cultures, our schools, our friends. That one mean girl in 6th grade who asked why you raise your hand to read from the book so often. And then you're just like, do I talk too much? But no, you're here to read aloud sometimes. That was me.
Right. Like relationships aren't supposed to be complicated.
No.
They're actually supposed to be very easy.
Yes.
Good point, Irene.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, so there's two more little shapes here. That little triangle in between the diamond in the center and the emotions over on the right, that's the heart center. People who have this colored in Amy Poehler has this colored in. They have a built-in willpower motor and a built-in sense of self-worth where they're like, why would you ever question yourself? Like they aren't questioning their worth internally. Those of us who have it open are like, but I really want validation. And I just want people to tell me they love me. And that would feel so good. And then Amy's like, why do you want that? She would never want it. She doesn't care. She has her own validation in her body.
Okay. It's so funny you say this because I reference Amy a lot because she's a beloved of mine. But it's funny. A lot of times when I imagine like being assertive or like just being like, well, don't worry about what this person, I literally think in my head, like, what would Poehler do?
Yeah.
And I mean, I tell her this because she is like that. She just like, she's nice about it, but she just like, no nonsense, you know? And like, I try to take a page from that sometimes because like you said, that's not my go-to.
So really what the three of us would want to remember is we don't have to prove ourselves to anyone ever. And our open-heartedness, our vulnerability, our, oh gosh, I don't even know my worth. I'm so sorry. I feel stupid is actually more attractive than trying to prove yourself, which repels people. Whereas Amy would never try to prove herself. She's like, what? Why would I do that? I don't need to because it's built in. Andrew Durand also has a defined heart. He's never trying. He doesn't need to prove himself. He knows his worth in his body.
Where is it on the chart, the defined heart? Which shape is it?
It's that little triangle in between on Irene, your chart, the yellow diamond and the open solar plexus on the right. So it's that tiny little triangle in between that has the numbers 26, 51, 21, and 40 in it.
Yeah, okay.
And then the last center is the root, which is down at the bottom.
Okay, that square?
Yes. So all of us have an open root. Andrew Durand, who's in Rocky Horror with you, Rachel, he's one of my dear friends. We've also done shows together.
Yeah.
He has this defined. People with a defined root have a built-in groundedness, built-in adrenaline. They don't panic about things. They're like, I'm not worried. It's all going to get done.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We three are like, oh God, there's so much to do. How am I going to get it all done? We don't have built-in adrenaline. So we sort of like spiral and panic and we want everything to just be done so it's over with.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my gosh, I think we've had that conversation multiple times,
This is
sweetie.
all I say all the time. Okay, yeah.
So the advice is you need to ground yourself on the earth or on a tree or make a list of what needs to get done. Do one thing at a time because otherwise that fake pressure and panic is going to override your gut and your voice.
It's my worst. And
Me
that's
too.
my worst
And then you
enemy
become,
right now.
and then it places us in that state of paralysis
right.
that we were talking about, and we
terrible.
can't get anything
That's
done.
right.
Yeah. Wow.
So you need to ground yourself. And, you know, once again, what works for you? Is it doing 5 minutes of yoga? Is it going outside and touching your favorite tree? Is it having a conversation with a friend who has a defined root? So as you start to look at other people's charts, and Rachel, I know you have a son, you'd want to look at his chart and see
I
how
do.
he's designed. Because if you're around someone with a defined root and you're working on a project with them, they're like, it's all going to get done. I'm not worried. They're designed to procrastinate. They leave everything to the last minute. That rush and pressure gets done. It feels good. Whereas we're like, I could never. Oh my God, it feels bad. I'm panicking. I just want to get it done with. So you have to remember.
But I do procrastinate.
Oh, I have a question. Does your behavior ever change? And the reason I thought of that is because I used to be like the person studying for a final, like the last minute, and it all worked out. But now that system isn't really serving me as well. But I don't know. Or is it sort of a fixed state from your birth?
Your chart is fixed, but as the planets move through the transit, we are energized in different centers every day in a different way.
What?
So I can look up right now and tell you what the transits are today. And maybe we all have a defined root at this moment. And also, Rachel, if your roommate in college while you were procrastinating had a defined root, you would be like, yep, I'm picking up on their root energy and you get it from them like a puzzle piece. So right now, today, March 5th, when we're recording this, we all have that defined heart, that sense of self-worth. Today, we have that. We know our worth today, and we're not worried about trying to prove ourselves today. And we all have emotions today. So if you two are feeling more emotions moving through you today, that's because that's coming to you from the planets. Very normal. I could see how long that's going to last. But
wow. That was a good question, sweetie. I like that question because it means that maybe we should plan life events according to the transits.
Yeah, you can.
Do you do that?
I don't.
Nadia, do you like?
I don't.
Okay.
I
that might make someone a little crazy.
Well, there are all these different elements. Let me look at your arrows here. Okay, so Irene, you are mostly strategic. Did you both know your exact to the minute birth times?
Yeah.
I think so.
As
far as they knew
I am
back in the old
strategic,
days.
though.
2:00
You're
p.m.
right.
is what Irene told me.
Yeah.
And 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
7 a.m. Yeah.
And Rachel, you are half strategic, half receptive. So Irene, you need a structure, you need a schedule, you need things to be very, very
Yes.
structured. That is what feels correct for you.
I mean, I can't believe how right you are. You know, my motto is not preparing to win is preparing to lose. Like I literally am like, I need structure. I need to be prepared. Yes,
Sweetie,
absolutely.
I've never heard you say that, but go on.
Sweetie.
Okay, anyway, sorry, continue.
But the one place, Irene, the one place you're receptive.
Well, hold on, sweetie. I'm sure I told you that about Steve and his basketball.
No,
All right,
but
go.
you do act like
that's
that.
funny.
Though. You do
Oh, my
act. I'm
God.
just
All right.
busting, but you do act like that. So I'm not surprised to hear you say that.
need a
Okay,
schedule.
sorry. I was trying to go for a quick, cheap joke. Okay.
Okay.
And then I know I'm a chronic last minute.
Right.
Just
so you're
nick of time.
strategic. You are strategic in two ways, Rachel. Your environment needs to be a certain way that feels good for you. And the way you interact with the world day to day, you want it to be specific. Now, Irene, the way you interact with the world day to day can be a little more loose. So you need to structure the way you eat. Now, I can tell you both your digestion profile. This is kind of fun too. So
What?
So Rachel, your digestion
happening?
is
All fries.
nervous touch. And Irene, your digestion is high sound. Okay. So Irene, you need music on, TV on while you're eating. You like sound, you need music, you need high sound. You do well eating, digesting food and information in a high sound environment.
That's right. That's right.
why
Because
you like
I was also
Rosie's.
raised with a lot of deaf people,
that's
sweetie, and the
true.
TV was very loud, as you well know. I mean, I pretty much like to do that exact thing. Have food in front of the TV at full volume.
Yeah, you need high sound. Rachel, your digestion is called nervous touch. So
That's my new nickname. Yes.
So you need to be kind of buzzing around doing things, eating while you're on the move, eating while you're doing two other things. You can be, it's like when your body is in a very calm state, you don't want to be eating or learning at that time. You want to be eating and taking things in while you're kind of up and buzzing.
That is true about you. Yes,
Is
it
it?
is true. You
It
are
is?
doing things on the go a lot. And I'm always mesmerized by it because that's so not like how I am, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Guess
amazing.
I never noticed.
You both have an
Yeah.
archetype I can tell you about. Irene, you are a 5-1, which is the heretic and the investigator or the challenge solver. So your personality energy is that of a hero. People see you and they're like, they project onto you. Oh, Irene, you have all the answers. You are so amazing. You can help us solve this problem. And your subconscious energy is the investigator. So you do not like to live in the gray area. You want all the facts, all the details, black and white. There's a party Friday. What time does it start? Who's going to be there? Is there food
Yeah.
there? What do I need to wear? What are you wearing? What time do you want to leave? You do not like not knowing all the details. So because of these two things, people come to you to solve problems, and you're really good at solving problems for people.
That's true.
Well, I
That's
will say that
definitely
with
true.
medical stuff. I am insane and I need to know all the details. And I had to research when I went through my health thing, my crisis. So,
But you're
yeah.
also just in like you help me solve like the most piddly problem I can call you with, and you treat it like it's the freaking I don't know world peace,
And I thoroughly enjoy it. I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoy it. Yes.
Because that's who you are. Your archetype is the challenge solver. There's 12 of these archetypes. Rachel, you are the 4-6, which is the opportunist and the sage, called the regal authority figure.
Ooh.
So your personality energy is a people person. Everything in your life moves forward through your network, through your people, through your friends. People are in, they're your people.
That's true.
That's so true.
Your
That is so true.
subconscious is the wise sage.
A real asshole. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. The wise sage. Oh, I like that, of course.
But
Uh-huh,
and you are
and you
now in your sage time. But any sage lives a 3-phase life. So the first 30 years of your life were experimentation and chaos. Trial and error. Am I this? Am I this? Should I do this? Should I be this? I don't know. Trying on things, climbing up the stairs, falling down the stairs. At 30, at your Saturn returns, You got off the stairs, you sit down on the roof, and you're kind of processing all the chaos of the first 30 years and learning from it. And then you've integrated all of that chaos and experimentation with all your processing. And you're like, okay, I'm wise now. What do you guys need?
Well, that is so true. She is my therapist.
Well, thank you, dear.
Amateur
This is like
therapist.
a mutual
to
love
many.
fest, Irene. Wow. All right. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
and
amazing.
I know there's like
There's so much more.
So many.
We could keep talking, but yeah, it's a good first pass. I'll tell you one last thing. Irene, your ideal environment is mountains. And Rachel, your ideal environment is shores.
Love.
Yes, but I have a question about
Love
mountains. Rachel, that
I
is
love
so
mountains
you.
and
She loves the
shores.
beach, absolutely adores it. I love mountains, but I do have what is it called? Altitude issues sometimes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's looking at mountains. I don't know.
No, it's I have vertigo. I get vertigo.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, sometimes I couldn't, like in Aspen, like I it's
They
terrible.
say it's like about having
Career crushing.
like being up high and having perspective so you can kind of see everything below you.
Yeah.
So I don't know how high up you need to go. You don't need to
Okay,
climb
right.
Kilimanjaro, girl,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Nadia, I feel like we could do like 3 other sessions with you.
no, we could.
Because you know so much about this, and it's really given me a lot to think about. I mean, I feel
Oh
like this
my
is going to
gosh.
actually shift my day to day.
Can I do a little like recap for each of you real quick about how to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Rachel, make sure you're not carrying around other people's emotions. You're not trying to prove yourself. You're not trying to figure out who you are. You are designed to be fearless. If you've picked up fear, it's not yours. Release all pressure to try to get things done and stay out of your head. When you are clear in those places, your unlimited energy to do what you love, your gut, what lights you up, what feels good, and your voice, the way you speak and communicate, lead the way, you're on fire, everything works out for you.
Ooh.
Speak things into existence, do what feels good in your body.
Wow, that's
I'm going to have that on a loop playing as I go
it.
touch a
Yes.
tree.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Irene.
Irene.
You take on other people's emotions. You want to make sure you're letting those all go. You're not trying to prove yourself. You're not succumbing to the pressure to get that. Just clear that out, ground yourself, and stay out of your head completely. Above all else, listen to your gut. If it lights you up, if you respond to something in a way that's like, oh, I want to do that, you do it. Don't talk yourself out of, oh, I should do this, I should do that. No, if your body wants to do it, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Listen to your intuition, your spidey sense, that little, I got a weird feeling. Just always listen to it. Your authenticity is your magical power. If you are living authentically, you're unstoppable. And your voice, say what you want, speak it into existence. The way you speak and communicate is powerful. It makes things happen.
Wow, that is so beautiful. Nadia,
Slow
this has
clap.
been
Slow clap.
amazing. I'm
So, Nadia-
hugging you.
Before we go, I just want to recap on your newest ventures that people can check in with. So if they want to follow up on this, if they want to get their own chart or even have a reading done with you or take a deeper dive. So tell us what's coming up for you
Okay,
soon.
so you can find me at howtobeyourselfhd.com. You can make your chart there for free, and you can email me to set up a reading. And when you do that, I'll have your email address on my list, and then I'll let you know when my book comes out and when the podcast launches.
Ooh. Okay. So
Wow,
Ian, you're going to have a
amazing.
podcast where you talk about human
Yeah.
design. And we don't know when it launches yet.
No,
or it's
I'm
coming
not.
up? Okay.
I still have to
I mean,
record. I've
I-
only recorded the first episode, but it'll be
Okay,
this year
okay.
sometime, yeah.
Okay, and your podcast is launching this year. So all you woo-woo people that want more woo-woo in your life, this can be one more thing you can add to your list of woo-woo.
Yeah.
And definitely check out Nadia's website for starters and go do your
And you
chart.
can get a lot of basic info on there. There's little write-ups about all the main things. I give you every part of the chart here on my site. And now it's just all in one place on my site, How to
Good.
Be Yourself HD.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thank you. This was so informative and rejuvenating.
Good.
Right,
It
Irene?
was, yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, Nadia, thank you so much. This was amazing. You're amazing. And it was very helpful.
But before we go, we have to do the Penji reading.
Okay.
So, you think of a yes or no question, and you're going to reveal it after we swing our
A
Penji.
yes or no question. Okay, I'm going to ask the thing that is scary because I have a lot of
Okay.
faith. I'm doing it.
Okay. All right. So,
You're not going out of your
here we
human
go.
design element, are you,
no,
sweetie?
this is the thing
Okay,
that
good.
feels right.
okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, I have my answer. Do you have your answer?
I'm so sick of contradicting answers. I got a yes.
Okay, I got a yes too.
Oh, thank God. And I knew it was yes. So for the first time in a really long time, I don't have the money for my Screen Actors Guild insurance.
I saw you. Yes.
Yeah. And so, but I know I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get work before the end of the month, and I know I'm going to get it. And I just know it. And that's what I asked. I said, am I going to get my health insurance?
Okay. And by the way, this is going up very soon. This is going up next week.
Oh, thank God.
So anyone hearing this, and by the way, this is so freaking sad that
I know.
an actor has to get a job by a certain time to get their
Exactly.
damn health insurance. And I'm putting that out
Yeah.
there as a gripe, but I'm still remaining calm. So anyway, we're putting this out there that before the end of the month, Nadia needs a job with Screen Actors Guild. And the pendulum says that you shall receive it. You shall get it.
Resounding
The
yes
pendulum
on
says
that one,
yes. We'll have
sweetie.
to check back with
I
you
knew
on
it
that.
in my soul, which is why I wasn't scared to ask, because because the other wooey thing is I bought a spell from a guy.
Ooh.
There's this guy
I
in
didn't know you
England
could do
that has spells. I'll tell you his website. It's Sebastian Thorne Rituals, and he has these spells. And I heard about it on TikTok. Someone was like,
Always Sebastian.
Sebastian Thorne. And I bought a spell for visibility. And I don't know if it's like jinxing it to talk about it, but I don't think it is. So I'm doing it.
I don't think so.
But
because we're here
he,
too. Visibility.
He cast a spell for me. And he's like, it's done. You're going to get your insurance, and people are going to see you, and you're going to work more than ever.
And the Penji said it is so.
Damn.
All right. Well, Nadia, thank you so much.
This
was so awesome.
much.
And I mean it when I say, like, we haven't had like a real sort of like practitioner of woo in a really long time here. So this really like checks a great box for us too. So thank you. Appreciate your time. All right, Nadia, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, what a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Thank you.
And you can find me on Instagram at @RayDratch. That's RAE Dratch. And you can find Irene at Irene Bremis. That's BREMIS Bremis. And thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of woo-woo. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Woo Woo with Rachel Dratch is a Q Code production. Executive produced by David Henning and Steve Wilson. Produced by Alexa Gabrielle Ramirez. Edited by Will Tendy.